Talking with Beecher. Let's go.
Bukiao.
Yeah.
No. Say it again. Say it.
Buakiao.
Buakiao.
Yeah.
Buakiao.
Kiao.
Buakiao. Say, I don't have the inflection. I don't have the proper inflection, which makes it like a different word sometimes,
Yeah,
huh?
sometimes it could be a different word.
Yeah. So what does that mean?
So buakiao is a green lotus. It means
Okay.
green lotus. Like buakao is the white lotus, right? He's famous.
Right.
My trainer one day, after some fights, he was like staring at me. He was drunk, and he's just laughing, and he keeps saying buakiao, pointing at me. Buakiao.
Buakiao.
And the Thai boys keep laughing every time he says it, and I'm like, bro, what is going on?
Yeah.
And they're like pointing to my skin. They're like,
Okay.
buakiao, buakiao. He's calling me buakiao because I'm black, like buakao.
Okay.
Yeah, because buakao is dark
It's
skin
dark
fighter.
skin, right?
Yeah, and also, if you want to say someone has dark skin in Thai, they'll say that they have green skin. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
But why green though?
Pukiao, I don't know why. I think maybe it's only in Isan because where I live now in the south, no, I've never heard it.
No.
Yeah, so maybe it's just a Isan thing.
So if we say that here, we're racist as shit, right?
But here we say you're so black, you're purple. You know?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Just a
Blurple,
different-
blurple,
yeah,
bro.
like-
So he came out here, Jalill Barnes came out here and did a seminar. Really good Muay Thai guy. Where did you get started doing Muay Thai?
Where? So
Yeah.
I started doing Muay Thai at Ronin Training Center.
And that's, don't tell me because he was on Ultimate Fighter with me, Luke Sackridge.
Yeah.
Luke Sackridge is the owner, right?
He was one of the owners.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he is now. Actually, I don't think he is one of the owners
No.
now. Yeah.
He was, though, like the original one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
He was on the Ultimate Fighter. I was on season 7. That was a long time ago.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah, nice guy.
Chatted it up with him a couple times.
Yeah, cool. And I'm surprised you haven't met Matt Brown.
I
It's my
haven't.
dude. You met Matt Brown?
Yeah, I have.
It's my dude, bro.
I met him a couple times.
Yeah? And Dorian, too?
Yes, and I've met Dorian once.
We're talking about Dorian Price. He's a really great Muay Thai guy. Knows more about Muay Thai than most people that I know.
He's been in the game a very, very long time.
And good, man. And good.
Yeah.
And mean and crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
That's Dorian. So, how long have you lived there?
In Thailand?
Yeah.
I've been in Thailand now for about 4.5 years.
4.5 years. And how do you get your visas renewed all the time? Like that's one of the hardest parts. Is, I mean, you have to have a visa to be there. So how do you do it?
Yeah, so there's multiple different visas you can get, like a tourist visa, which is pretty short term.
Okay. How long is that visa? 3 months, right?
So a tourist visa is, it used to be, the laws just changed. I'm not updated on the new stuff, but it used to be 60-day tourist visa, and then
Yeah.
you can extend it at the end for 1 more month. So it ends up being 3 months
Okay.
tourist visa.
Okay.
But for me, I just get the 1-year education visa.
Okay.
So you get it through a school, through a language school, right? You can learn Chinese or Thai if you want.
Did you have to pay that language school to go to it?
Yes, there's a school fee, right? Like
Okay.
a course fee. That's the biggest price.
Okay.
Usually like 30,000, 40,000 maybe.
$30,000?
30,000 baht. So, so like around 1,000 USD maybe, and then they get the visa for you. So then your visa your visa is actually 90 days. It's 3 months, and then you have to go every 3 months to extend it, and you
Okay.
can extend it up to a year. So that makes it 1-year visa, right? It's pretty much you just go to immigration and you're like, hey, I'm not running away, you know, and they just check, you know. Yeah.
But have you heard about the Muay Thai visa that they're doing now?
Yes.
Can you do that?
I'm pretty sure you can. From what I've seen, it's going to be a 3-month Muay Thai visa that you can
Okay.
extend for another 3 months. It ends up being a 6-month visa. To
Okay.
do Muay Thai, you don't have to lie and say you're studying a language anymore.
But you've been there. But on the other side of that is you do speak Thai.
Yeah, yes.
And I've heard you speak Thai well. and I can't fathom learning another language or Thai too. But how did you do that?
So when I moved to Thailand, COVID hit like 3 weeks after. I moved to Thailand.
Oh, you moved right then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I moved when COVID was only in China, right? And everyone in America was fearful, like, oh, you're going to move to Asia, you're going to die. And I moved to Thailand, and I had one fight. I had another fight, my second fight at Lumpini.
Oh,
and
nice.
then that was like a big, if anybody can remember that, a big breakout happened at Lumpini, which was like the start of like
a breakout of COVID.
yeah.
Oh.
Which was the start of shutting Thailand down.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So then I was kind of like, I had a X amount of money. I planned to fight to make money while I was there, and so fights were shut off. I was stuck in Chiang Mai, and there.
So wait. How much money did you have at that time?
I think at that time I had like 4,000 USD.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. and I still, I didn't have my student visa yet. I went on a 60-day tourist visa.
Okay.
Planning to get my student visa while I'm inside that visa. And so, I was stuck in Chiang Mai, no training, all the gyms shut down, and I had nothing to do. Even no Thai people would talk to me because they were afraid that foreigners had the COVID, right? Like here, at the beginning of COVID, you saw how they treated Asian people?
Yeah.
It was the same thing for foreigners over there. Even the prime minister, he like had a press conference and called us like, it's because of the dirty foreigners here why COVID got here, so.
Well, dude, in Thailand, even years ago before COVID, people would wear masks, but they would wear masks if they were sick.
Yes.
So if I'm sick, as a courtesy, I don't want to cough and get anyone else sick. They weren't trying to protect themselves from being sick, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And maybe if they went to a hospital or something, they might wear a mask.
Right, which makes sense, yeah.
But so I was stuck there, and I just practiced Thai every day. In the morning, I listened to like this audio, and then I got home, and there's like transcription of the audio, so I would just follow it.
Oh, you can write Thai too?
Yeah, I can read it right now. But back then I couldn't. I just wrote what the letters looked like.
Okay.
Daily, and then I start saying, okay, I keep writing this word over and over, this word over and over. What does it mean? What sound is it making? And I was also learning the alphabet at that time, like A, B, C, D. For that, it's like ko kai, And so
I have no idea what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And so slowly, I started to, put the pieces together. It was all during COVID.
So, okay. So how long was it before you could fight? So you went there, COVID hit, can't fight, can't make money. You got $4,000. How long in between there was it?
So I think it was maybe a couple months. I want to say like 4 months maybe before fights started back up. So fights in Thailand would start back up and then close back down and then start back up.
I remember we would watch some and they'd be like, no, we're closing again.
So we would go, you would have a fight and it'd be like, the rules would be no clinching for you get like 3 seconds of clinching.
But
what
you're
are you
still
saying?
punching people in the mouth and then like,
Blood,
but okay.
spit. Yeah, whatever. But it's a fight, whatever. We get to make money, right?
Yeah.
So I had a couple fights and it opened up, shut down, like that.
Okay, so how long was that in between there?
I want to say around 8 months to a year.
Oh, and how low did your money get?
Man, my money got really low.
And
like
how
close
fucking
to,
scary was that?
Finished almost. And so, but honestly, when I moved to Thailand, I wanted to be poor.
You wanted to be poor?
I wanted to, yeah.
Why?
Because I wanted to experience as close as possibly as I could get to what a Thai boy feels like when they have to fight for food. They have to fight
for their family.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was like, okay, it was scary, of course, because I don't want to have to go home, but it wasn't scary in the sense of like, I was only scared that I wasn't going to be able to do Muay Thai any longer. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But, okay, my next question is, did you have an open-ended ticket for home?
No, a one-way ticket.
Oh, you didn't have no ticket way home?
No, I planned I call this plan no plan B. It was like, go there and figure it out.
From everyone, including myself, if you have a plan B, that's because you're planning to use that plan B. Mm-hmm. You're not going to fucking finish plan A.
Yes.
So no open-ended ticket. You were out there. Your money was dwindling. No fights.
Yeah, dwindling, man.
Oh, crazy, dude. Yeah. Crazy.
And I had a good friend at that time, actually from Ohio. His name's Tucker. Him and his girlfriend at that time had a little bungalow house just outside of Chiang Mai City, and he let me stay with him. I slept on his floor.
And you were in Chiang Mai?
Yeah.
Which is up north, right?
Yeah, far north.
And you're not in Chiang Mai now?
No, now I'm far south.
Phuket is far south.
Yeah.
Okay, so you started boxing out from Chiang Mai.
Yep.
And you went all the way down to Bangkok to Lumpini to fight?
Yep. Even more south. I was fighting at Max at that time. I was taking a bus, 16-hour bus. Come on, I had no money. How am I gonna? I'm not gonna buy a flight.
16 hours on a bus. Oh, that's horrible, bro.
16-hour double-decker bus. It was okay. I'd get the frontmost seat on the second floor and put my feet on the windshield.
Okay.
And just kick back.
And then you were fighting in Max Muay Thai.
Yeah, Max Muay Thai.
That's
at that
cool.
time.
Was Dorian out there at that time?
No.
I
he
love
left.
Dorian, bro. That's my dude. But anyways, no, he wasn't there.
No, I'm pretty sure he left right when the COVID situation happened.
Yeah,
He got out.
yeah. How many fights you got in Max?
4 fights at Max.
Yeah.
So 3 wins, and then my last fight was a draw.
Okay. Now, how did the rules differed a bit in Max than they do at Lumpini? Right?
Yes.
Didn't
Yeah,
they?
it's 3 rounds.
So what? 3 rounds, one, and then what? Or some other little minor things that people were telling me are a little different.
I would say the biggest difference, so since it's 3 rounds, Max actually does a really good job at scoring like Thai style.
Okay.
You know, it's not like open scoring like RWS is doing now. The biggest difference I would say is just that the pace changes with 3 rounds. It's not the same, you know?
You
not
gotta
fighting.
go.
You gotta go. And it's like, so round 1, you go, round 2. And then even round 3, you're not like dancing, you know, going back. It's still, you're going. They'll tell you if you've won both 2 rounds in round 3 and you start going backwards, he'll warn you twice and then he's gonna take a point away. Which, you know, if he takes a point away, it's a draw now.
Yeah, yeah. Right. So that's the thing about 3-round fights is you have to win 2 out of 3 convincingly. Like you can drop around in a 5-round fight because you have to win 3, right? But not in a 3-round fight. You don't want to drop around.
And with Max, I'm not sure if you've seen this before or picked up on it. Max isn't afraid to give draws. If
Dude, I hate draws. I'd rather lose. Like at least I know that dude whooped me, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, you're right, dude.
They're not afraid. They'll give draws and, you know, whatever. Fight again.
So you only had 4 in there, and then what'd you do?
And then, so after my 4th fight there, I ended up changing gyms.
Okay.
Or, sorry, after my 4th fight there, a guy, Matt Lucas, he helped me get a fight at
I know Matt Lucas.
Yeah.
Matt Lucas, what's up, bro?
Lap Mucus. Okay, so.
You
Lap
just
Mucus.
got dubbed
That's
Lap
my
Mucus,
boy.
bro.
He helped me out a lot. So when I would fight at Max,
A great dude, man. Great dude.
I would take the bus to Pattaya, and he'd let me sleep on his couch.
Oh, really?
For the fights, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
And then he'd help me out with, you know, getting to the Max Muay Thai fights and stuff. And then he ended up getting me a fight at Rangsit on whose promotion was that? I feel like it was a Pet Yindi True for You promotion, something like that. And I was the last fight on the card, of course. But this was my first time fighting 5 rounds in a stadium, you know. The gamblers all left already, so there wasn't really any gambling.
It was like the walkout fight, right?
Yeah. It was
That's
like
all right.
the finish fight. But it was my first time, like, you know,
Yeah.
fighting 5 rounds and getting my feet wet. And then shortly after that, I ended up changing gyms. I ended up moving
From Chiang Mai
from Chiang Mai to Phuket. Fight
Phuket,
Club.
all the way south. How did you figure that out to move there?
So as I was living in Chiang Mai, I saw that this one gym had these foreigners who were fighting at the top level.
Okay.
Like one of the first fights I saw was, I think it was Lobo versus Manachai, or was it Kaja? I can't remember, right? And I liked Manachai at that time, and so I watched the fight, and Manachai just got smoked by a foreigner, and I'm like, where is this guy from, right? And then another foreigner, and then so Lobo, Kaja, and then Noelison was another Brazilian around my weight who was fighting at Channel 3, Omnoy Stadium, like,
Okay.
in beautiful style. So I was like, damn, this one gym has all these foreigners. They're fighting 5 rounds, stadium style, like I want to fight, and they're able to win.
Win against Thais, like good Thais.
Good Thais, not
Okay.
like tuk-tuk drivers or anything like that, right? Like good
I
Thais
know,
who are
I
in their
understand.
prime, you know?
Yeah.
And
So what gym was that?
Phuket Fight Club.
Phuket Fight Club.
Yeah. So I was at Super Champ fights, and Leo went to corner one of.
Super champ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went to corner one of his fighters, and him, and my friend Andrew, we went out to dinner, and I told him, hey, I want to try Phuket Fight Club and see how I like it. And he was just like, yeah, okay, come. And so I flew down there, and I paid to train for 10 days, trained with the boys, and I loved it. I was like, I was back to the bottom of the totem pole, you know?
Right.
Everybody was better than me at something, and a lot of them better than me at everything. And so I was like, okay, this is where I want to be. And we clicked with the boys. Many people told me, oh, the Brazilians are going to like you, you know, they're a clique, oh, blah, 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 blah. Like, once you put in work, everybody respects you, you know?
Just say "boha." And they'll be cool with you.
Porra, man.
Dude, what's I gonna tell you? Yeah, dude. So you just up and moved.
So after those 10 days, I
Right.
talked to the owner of the gym. I said, "Hey, I love this gym. I wanna fight here, but I
Okay.
have no money."
Yeah.
And the owner was just like, "Go get your stuff and come back." I was like, "Okay, sick."
Cool. And then you got to fight.
Yeah.
Because you got to make money, right?
Yes, I have
Okay.
to fight. And so, yeah, I moved down there, and then they had me start fighting on Super Champ.
Okay.
Yeah, but fights were like off and on and off and on. But
Because of COVID.
Yes.
Yeah.
But even when fights were off, Phuket Fight Club, we never stopped training. We were training hard.
Really? Even when no fights were on,
Yeah,
you guys.
no fights, and we don't know when fights are coming back. They were following us on the morning run on the bikes, like hurry the hell, like let's go. Bro,
So
we
you
were
didn't
training.
run to the side and hide and not run.
You had
I
no
know.
choice.
I know. I know.
Run down the alley,
I
get
would
some
never.
water, pour on your face.
35 minutes. Okay, let's go back. Shh.
Yeah.
Thai guys tell us, shh. Don't say anything. They're like, dude,
You
okay.
know.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was some of the hardest training.
Yeah.
Really, and then when fights did come back,
Yeah.
we smoked everybody.
Really?
Smoked everybody.
Because they weren't training
Yes,
them, right?
they weren't training.
Fucking right. That's good. That's
we lost
that's
like
cool.
no fights, like maybe 20 fights in a row. We're just smoking everybody.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So you stayed in Phuket.
Yeah. So,
You've been there since.
yes, and I've been there ever since.
And same gym.
And, yeah, and I'm not
Good.
leaving.
Where's Damien Alamos at?
Damien wasn't training at this time. He took his time off. During
Right,
that time.
right, right.
But now he's making his way back. I'm
Yeah.
not sure what gym he's training at. But,
Oh, but he's
Damien,
in Phuket, right?
Maybe. Damien, you should come to train at Fight Club. You see now we got Pan Payak, we have Q Payak, we have Max McVicker from
Yeah.
Australia. We got me,
Yeah.
Nono, Lobo. Oh, come on, bro.
Yeah, David Alamos. I had him on my podcast too. Great guy.
Yeah.
Dude, that dude. If I boxed with him, I would die. Like every feint he threw, I fell for it 100. Not even. Oh, he's just feinting. Not one.
You thought it was real.
Every one, dude. Like I was like, wow, that's cool. Okay, so now let me ask you this. Back when I was fighting, I didn't know I could just like, well, I'll just go out there and fight and live in Thailand. My brain didn't wrap around that. How am I going to take care of my house and my car,
Yep.
and maybe a dog or whatever you have, girlfriend or whatever, right? How did you make up your mind? Like, I'm going to move to Thailand and I'm going to fight. And how did you go about like, okay, I got money. I'm going to go. I'm going to do it now.
So I think maybe 2 years into doing Muay Thai, in my heart, I was like, okay, one day I'm going to live in Thailand and fight, because when I first started Muay Thai, the Muay Thai I fell in love with was the golden era, right?
Of
80s,
course, the
90s,
best.
Early 2000s.
Yeah.
I fell in love with this type of Muay Thai, So even now people ask me, do you want to go to one, RWS, all this stuff? And I just don't have an interest in it. No, I want to fight.
But you fought in one before,
Yeah,
right?
I have fought in there.
Right.
Because I'm
We're
a
going to get to
sponsor.
that too.
We'll
but
get to it.
Keep going.
When you're a sponsored fighter, you fight where they say, you
Yeah.
don't get to choose.
Yeah.
But it's just not what I really care about. So-
Okay. I mean, what's the difference?
Oh, you want to get into that now?
Yeah.
Okay, so the difference, I call one and RWS and shows of the
RWS is just Rajadamnern though, right?
night. Yeah, but it's 3 rounds and it's entertainment style. It's entertainment Muay Thai. That's what I call it. There's
Okay.
like traditional 5-round Muay Thai.
Right.
And then there's entertainment Muay Thai. Just like we were talking about with Max.
Mhm.
The game changes when it's 3 rounds.
Mhm.
Right? So Max and Super Champ and RWS, they're all in this entertainment bracket. And then one championship is in a whole different league.
Yeah.
Because with the small gloves. You can have 2 of the greatest fighters, Super Leg versus whoever. And it just turns into rock'em sock'em robots.
Because you got to go. You got
Yeah.
3 rounds.
And there's like bonuses. They're only thinking about the bonuses. They don't even use all their weapons to the best of their. They're just trying to get, because even a jab can.
But they're trying to get the knockout because most of the time when you get the bonus, it's from a knockout.
Yes, absolutely.
It's not like from, smoking somebody in a fight, yeah, but you get the knockout, waiting for that bonus, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So and then
I see.
And the clinch is it's very almost non-existent to do in small gloves.
Because you want the knockout.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like Golden Era Muay Thai too, of course. And, but, so that's what you like and that's what you wanted to do. You want to do 5-round traditional Muay Thai. I like that. That's
I
cool.
wanted a stadium title. I wanted to fight the top Thais in 5-round Muay Thai and win.
Still want.
Raja
Still
Lumpini.
want that.
Absolutely, that's my goal.
Alright. Good.
I say after I get that, I'm gonna stop fighting at the top. I'm gonna get maybe not once, maybe defend it and get maybe 1 or 2, and then I'm out of here.
Look at my face. No, you won't. Dude, once you get up there, like I wanted to win a championship. I didn't win anything big like that, but I won little championships, right? Won a championship. Fuck it, I'm gonna win another one, bro. Let's go. Come on, you know what I mean?
Add to the collection.
Now I gotta defend it too. What the hell? Dude, look, I'm old. I'm not gonna tell you. He knows. I'm not gonna tell everybody how old I am. I still want to get in there and do it, dude. I know I can't, bro. But you always want it, dude.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
I feel that, but also I want to move on to the next thing. Even now, I'm like, what's next in my life? You know?
Yeah,
Like I kind of made this promise to myself to get these goals, so I'm gonna get them. And then I also want at least 100 fights for sure. I want to say I have over 100 fights just to say it.
You're almost there.
Yeah, and then I want to move on. Let's see what's next.
That's good. That's good. That's good outlook.
Maybe I start some shooting. Maybe do something with
Some
guns.
shooting.
We'll see.
He's in Texas. We got guns
The
over here,
fight's
bro.
never gonna stop, but maybe it's not.
Yeah,
Muay
it
Thai.
never does. You always want it, you know? It's just something in you, you know? I fought 2-3 times in one day, and it was just like, yeah, I just want to do it. It wasn't,
Yeah.
you ain't getting paid, bro. I was like, I want to fight, dude. You know what I mean?
A fighter wants to fight, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
A fighter wants to fight. Yeah,
Birds,
that's right.
what I used to say, birds fly, fish swim, and fighters fight. It's
Nice.
It's what we do. It's
I like
natural.
that. Remember that. I'm going to write that down. So now you live in Thailand. How long do you plan on staying there?
I'm married and I have a house, a mortgage.
Yeah.
So, how long do I plan? I'd say that at least the next 8 years. We'll see.
Yeah.
But after that, who knows? I love America. I love this country. It's
Yeah.
freaking awesome. I've grown to love it even more living outside of it. You know, when I lived here all the time, I hated it. You know, I hate America. And then you move
Well, yeah.
outside, and you're like, you
Oh,
start to
wait.
see.
There's some good shit about this.
Yeah,
country.
America's pretty cool.
Well, right in the moment. I mean, we got to vote somebody out of office first, and maybe, yeah. But yeah, you're right, dude. You know, I've been all over the world and seeing how different people live. I like try to immerse myself in the culture, not go to tourist places, and seeing the way other people live, and it makes you appreciate some things a little more.
Absolutely.
Totally, you know. So, man, I still can't fathom how you learn Thai so fast. Did you just start when you went there in 2020?
No, so when I made the decision, so I went to Isan when I got the name Buo Kiao, right?
Yeah.
I went for 2 months, and then I came back to the USA. That was
Okay.
just a trip with my coach and a couple of people from my gym. And then from there, I said 1 year from right now, I'm moving to Thailand.
Oh, you had it set.
Yeah.
A year from today.
A year from today, I'm going. So
Nice.
then I picked up a couple more jobs, you know, and then I just worked a lot, fought a lot as well. I had 12 fights within that year, but I also had 3 jobs within that year. Just
Yeah.
working, saving money. I moved in with my brother, my friend who's now one of my brothers. I moved in, slept on his floor, ended
Alright.
up selling my car, you know, sold everything and then made the move. So yeah, it was just 1 year from then, and then maybe 3 months before I actually flew out, I really started to start to learn the alphabet and maybe some simple
Okay.
phrases, you know, where's the bathroom? How are you? Things like that.
You're smart, dude. What kind of education you got?
Some college.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm 1 semester away from my associates.
Yeah?
Yeah, so not much college at all.
Yeah, but dude, you're a smart dude. I mean, you thought about all of that. I mean, I was a dumb fighter. Just gonna go to Thailand. What the fuck? You know, I'm gonna go fight. You learned the language because you knew you were gonna go and stay and live, and then you had a goal you wanted to do, and you're on your way to getting that goal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how come you don't fight in one anymore, or would you fight in one again?
I would if the money was right. However, I would if the money was right and I wasn't in a, I don't know really how to word it, but for example, right now I'm very close to fighting for the Omnoy title.
Okay.
Right before I flew to America, my next fight was supposed to be for Omnoy Stadium title, right? So if I'm close to something like that, no, get out of my face, right? This is
Right.
a stadium title is my actual goal,
Right.
Right? This is just like, whatever, if the money's right and it pays for my mortgage for the
But
next 3 months.
one money's pretty good, right? I mean,
one
for
ch-
Thailand, it's pretty good, right?
Yes, so 1 championship money is really good. 1
Yeah.
Lumpini money is okay, right? They have
Okay.
the Friday night.
The
One
Friday
Lumpini,
night one. Yeah, I
and then
watch
they
them in
have
here all the time.
Saturday, one championship.
Right.
Yeah.
So the one championship money is pretty good, right?
Oh, gonna be much better than the one Lumpini money.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I've only fought on one Lumpini. And sure,
Okay.
one of my fights was a 100,000 baht purse, which is
Okay.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, I fight main event at Raja, I get 35,000 baht. Not even main event at one Lumpini, I'm getting 100,000 baht.
Okay.
So, but then your purse goes through a lot of hands before it gets to you.
How?
With one Lumpini. So they pay you electronically, right? So you have to have a Thai bank. So
Okay. So they
say,
take
okay,
a cut of it.
yeah, so not one, but Channel 7. One Lumpini fights on Channel 7 Thailand.
Right.
Channel 7 takes 15%. And then your promoter, my promoter, Source
Wait. Channel 7 takes 15% of the fighter's money.
Of your fighter's purse.
What the fuck? Why?
And then, I don't know. And then,
Come on, you gotta know. You don't know?
because they're greedy, man.
Yeah, but don't they get money like our TV stations get money from advertisement and all that, and from people watching it?
Yeah.
But they take. Wow. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Is enough money ever enough for a greedy person?
No.
And then your promoter.
I live in
takes-
America
Yeah.
or government, and never. Anyways, go ahead.
So Channel 7 takes 15%, and then your promoter takes 15%. So, for instance, I fight for Sorsumai.
Okay.
When I fight at Rajadamnern, it's on Sorsumai promotion.
Okay.
If I want to fight anywhere else, Sorsumai has to say, okay.
Right. They have to
Because
approve
I fight
it.
for him. Yes.
Okay.
So he says, okay, you're going to fight on one Lumpini. He takes 15% of my fight purse. Right? So Channel 7, 15. Your promoter, 15.
So that's 30.
And then the fighter, who's a sponsored fighter, pays 20% to their gym. That's for me because I don't live at the gym and the gym doesn't feed me. So I only have to give them 20%.
Right. I was going to ask you about that too, about the percentage, and living there is more because they feed you. And I know
Yes.
I did that. I didn't live there, but I stayed there. Right.
Mm.
So what's the percentage if you live there and stay there?
Usually if you live there and eat there, if the gym
Yeah.
provides food, it's 50-50.
50-50.
50% of
Okay.
your purse. But for me, it's only 20. Right?
Okay.
So 15 Channel 7, 15 promoter, 20% gym, and then my trainer, 10%.
That's 60%.
Yes. So 15, 15, 20.
That's 30, 40, 50, and then 10.
And then 10,
That's 60.
Yes, of your purse. So then I get how much from that purse? 40,000 baht around.
Right.
Right?
Damn. How much is 40,000 baht in America?
It's about 1,000 USD right now.
$1,000?
Yeah. I mean, a little more than $1,000 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you fight monthly,
Monthly. Yeah.
every month.
Mm-hmm.
But if you stay in good with these promoters and they're in good with your gym, then they set you up with more fights to where you can make more money and you're able to live out there and just fight.
Absolutely.
Right. And that's the whole goal or the reason that you went there, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
that's-
so, like, I made that, like, my first fight for Sorsamai, right? I want to see, okay, where's Sorsamai? I see him at the stadium. Okay, I make sure I wire to him.
Yeah.
Sorsamai, how are you doing? You know, nice shirt. Whatever.
Yeah,
You
right.
know? And then the next fight, hopefully you win and do a good job. And
Right.
then you say, hey, thank you for the opportunity, you know?
Right.
And then the next fight, same thing. Oh, Sorsamai, how are you? How's your wife? You know?
Yeah. Yeah. You talk to
And
him.
then Sorsamai goes to bed and he's like, damn, I like that foreigner, you know? And I want him
Yeah.
to fight again, you know? And then slowly, now every month he wants me to fight. Every month he has someone for me.
So are you what weight class in Thailand are you in? What weight?
133 pounds.
133. Who's
Yeah.
the champ?
So the closest one is 135 and 130. If I would fight for
Okay.
the title, it would be 130.
130.
And I think 130 is, I can't remember, but I'm ranked number 1 at 135. And then at 135 right now, it's Samingdam.
Okay.
And I fought him at IFMA.
Oh, you did?
2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah?
I beat him at IFMA. It's a different sport, you know.
I fought in info.
Yeah, but yeah.
That's cool. So you gotta get that, dude.
Yeah, we'll see.
You gotta get that. You think they're gonna set you up with a 35 or they're gonna put you down to the 30?
I don't know, man, because RWS has all the Rajadamnern titles right now, you see.
Right.
And
But isn't RWS Rajadamnern?
it's at Rajadamnern Stadium, but
Right.
it's not. But the promoters who are doing it, they've made an entertainment promotion.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Right. So it's like
It's a couple promoters involved. Maybe
okay,
three
okay.
promoters involved total.
Okay.
And they're all using their fighters that they have, their stables. and they're having them fight with RWS.
Yeah, I watched those too, but I thought it was just Rajadamnern and stuff that they're trying to do, like get with the one championship and entertainment style, stuff.
Yeah, so it's like, Rajadamnern Stadium is like a venue, and then promoters rent out the venue and make a promotion.
Right.
Right. So, whatever, those couple of promoters rented out RWS for that day of that on the venue, and then they set it up like.
I got you.
Yeah.
So, let me ask you this: what do you think about the people that have such a hard time with scoring in Thailand is different than scoring in America, and this and that and this? How do you explain how to win a fight or a match or whatever in Thailand versus here or at all, period? How am I winning this fight?
You have to understand where you're at, for sure. If you try to fight...
In what capacity? How?
In the capacity of, if I try to fight... Okay, let's say I fight at Warriors Cup, Friday night fights. Here, 5-round fight.
Yeah.
The fight's going to start immediately, right? We're fighting from the jump and trying to win from the jump.
Right.
If you do that in a 5-round fight in the stadiums where there's gamblers, right? You're going to put yourself in a very bad position on the odds, on the gambling odds, which really kind of run who's winning the fight. You're going to be throwing too much. You're going to look desperate. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. And the guy you're fighting is probably not going to do much. He's not going to show much. He's going to wait till round 3 when everybody's, when everybody has
3 and 4.
Yeah, 3 and 4, the money rounds.
Yeah.
He's going to land 3 kicks on you, right? And you're going to be spazzing, and the fight's going to be way out of your reach. So, like, you can, even if you're landing shots on him, right? You're landing stuff, punch, leg kick, like a lot of Americans like to do.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Me too. I like to do that too. Yeah, right.
Vice versa. Like, for instance, we had a fighter, Paloma. I cornered her at Warriors Cup like a month ago, fighting. And I told her, yeah, you just teep, jab, left kick the body and just let her come and throw all that stuff. It's hitting Paloma's guard, not really doing much damage, right? But the woman's coming forward and throwing a lot of throws. And they ended up scoring for the woman every round. Whereas in my eyes, from my corner, I saw Paloma winning at least 4 of the rounds. So that's a big difference from me thinking we have 4 rounds to them thinking every single round. So it's a total different game.
Yeah. So a lot of it, I don't know, but my explanation is here it's numbers game. And when you really score a fight, especially amateur, but pro fights, if you hit the guy, if you throw 17 punches and a kick and he blocked all of them, you ain't getting no points for that, dude, But one of them sneaks through and it hits him and they throw 10 at you, I should be winning that, right? Is that what you're saying?
It's very... So here in America or in Thailand?
Either way.
I'm going to talk more on Thailand because I haven't really... So in Thailand, let's say you throw 17 shots and out of the 17 lands.
Yeah.
You're going to look like you're spazzing. You're wasting a lot of energy. It looks ugly. You don't necessarily have a game plan.
Yeah.
Right? You're just throwing stuff. You look like you have low IQ. All of these are negative points.
Yeah.
Right? Negative points, even if just one lands. Right? Yeah, like a lot of fighters like to bounce around, doing all this crazy footwork around the ring. You look stupid. You're wasting energy for the opponent's in front of you. And so all of these things are working against you, but Americans don't really, But here, it might work for them. They're beautiful, flashy footwork and these 18-punch combos that aren't really doing much damage, but they look aggressive and they're going forward, right? So, honestly, it's a whole different... It's
more skill than who's beating the shit out of who.
Yeah, it's very
relatively
intricate, man.
Yeah. I know. That's why I'm trying to have you explain it. You know what I mean? Like you have to fight to the rule set of where you're at.
Exactly.
When I go to these big tournaments here in America and I have people fighting, what I'll do is I'll go out and watch, 5 or 6 fights in different rings and see what they're scoring on mostly. And that's the game plan I'm going to go with, And when I fought in Thailand, I was watching how they were scoring and, okay, I have to be more slick and relaxed and win these rounds this way. instead of just being the American that's fucking blah blah blah, you know. And
Yeah.
and you gotta fight to win where you're at. Right?
Yes, you have to be an adaptable fighter, right? Like, so if you're only an aggressive blah 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 fighter, it's not gonna really work for you unless you're Ramon Deckers, right? And
yeah.
you're just smashing things,
Yeah.
right? But if you're less than that, you're gonna lose all your fights.
Yeah.
In the same way for these Muay femur, like the fighters who want to be femur, right? If you're a femur fighter and you're fighting some aggressive dude, sure, and you're beautiful, but he's knocking you around the ring, you're gonna lose.
You're gonna lose.
Unless you're able to sanchai him and make him look stupid and pop him.
Samart, unless you're able to Samart him.
Yeah,
Samart's a ninja, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a super ninja. So you say you're gonna stay 8 more years, maybe more in Thailand. You're married, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're married. What if you have kids? You want kids?
Yeah, of course. Yes,
Yeah,
I want kids.
you do.
Yeah. Heck
So you're gonna have kids and stay in Thailand then?
no, I would like my kids to grow up in both places and see
Yeah.
the differences of both places.
That's good. All right,
Yeah.
nice.
And most of my family's here. I want my kids to grow up around a big warm family.
Of
I would say
course.
my wife's family isn't that warm. Like, let's all get together and do something. It's only
No.
her. She has 2 sisters and
Okay.
then their mother, really, and they all live in different places. And so I want my kids to grow up in a nice warm family.
That's cool. All right, so how are you gonna get this championship, this Omnoy championship first? That's what I'm gonna tell you. You're gonna go Omnoy first, and then you're gonna go for the Rajadamnern one. That's what I think you should do. Just from listening to you right now, what's your plan?
Yeah, so I'll probably get Omnoy this year, God willing.
Yeah,
I'll probably get it this year.
35 or 30.
I think we'll probably do a catch weight from what I was hearing. So
They'll do that for a championship out
yeah,
there?
sure, whatever.
Nah, they
Do
don't give a shit,
whatever,
man.
Okay, it's Thailand.
Yeah, for sure. Take off shirt. Okay, same. Go
Yeah,
fight.
same,
Yeah, what the fuck? All right.
So yeah, we'll probably do a catch weight 33, 32, trying to find some happy medium, between
Okay.
me and the other guy. And then let's say we do that by this year. Next year for sure I want to get Raja title. Lumpini
Yeah.
title is like non-existent anymore. Lumpini doesn't really have 5-round Muay Thai anymore.
No,
Like,
not at all.
They have Fairtex fight,
Yeah.
but that's a whole different, that's Fairtex fight.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
Oh, wow.
Raja title, Omnoy. I want a Thailand title. That's actually like,
Yeah.
if I could choose one title to have right now, it'd be a Thailand title.
Which is what?
It looks kind of like a Rajadamnern title,
Right.
But it's red, white. It has the Thai flag colors: red, white, blue, white. Red.
How do you get that?
You just gotta fight. You just gotta get your name big enough and then ask for it.
Oh,
Keep
really?
asking for it. Like I've said I wanted to fight for it now, and sometimes they're like, oh yeah, you're gonna fight for the Thailand title. No, you're not. Like this.
And where would you fight for it at? Rajadamnern?
I'm not sure. It may be Omnoy
Oh,
because
really?
Omnoy does it mostly. They do. I've seen some guys who fight for the Omnoy title. They fight for both Omnoy Thailand title.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
but maybe it's like a road show, out in the middle of
Yeah.
nowhere.
Okay. And that's your goal?
I would love to have that. If I had an Omnoy title and a Thailand title, and another reason why I want a Thailand title is because it's one of the titles that hasn't really been compromised right now by this foreigner. What is it? What is the word I want to use? It's not even like appeasement, but they're lowering the prestige of these titles to appeal to a foreign audience.
Right. So they get more viewers and more
Yes.
like
Like, yeah.
nobody wants to see a Y crew because they're Americans. They will punch them in the fucking face. That's what they want to see, right? I mean, I like the tradition of things, but I understand it on both sides. You want to see more people watch it, and you want to get more exposure, but you still want to keep the tradition of Muay Thai.
Yeah.
I see it both ways.
Yeah, it's like, of course, there's going to be progressives and conservatives in this conversation, right?
Yeah.
And I'm more on the conservative side because, like I said, when I first started watching, it was golden era. That's what I
Yeah.
love. So I'm like trying to hold on to that as much as possible,
Yeah.
right? So that's why I want the Thailand title because it's not like even RWS now they're having Joe Schmoes fight for titles, man.
Yeah.
And it upsets me because it's just lowering the prestige. The title means less. The more and more you like.
I mean, it used to mean Lumpini title. You're a Lumpini champ. You're the best Muay Thai guy at that weight. Just period. There's no. Oh, maybe he's the best.
Yeah.
And then, I think my personal opinion, right under that was the Rajadamnern one. You're Rajadamnern champ at that same weight. maybe the Lumpini guy beats you, maybe, but that's it.
You're talking
Like
about
those are
old
the top.
Old Lumpini.
Old Lumpini,
it
yeah,
was-
old Lumpini.
Yeah, man.
I've been to the old Lumpini.
Yeah, I haven't.
Well, it's not there anymore, but I've been to the new one too. But anyways, yeah, I didn't know that, dude. I didn't know that. I thought that the Lumpini title was still.
Yeah. I think Thailand needs a little bit more racism, man. A little bit more nationalism. They're getting too friendly with these foreigners.
Yeah,
I want to get back to the times where, like,
they want that money, boy.
yeah,
Want
and
that
it's
money.
just for the economics,
Yeah.
really. They're watering it all down for the economics, which I understand for the promoters, but as someone who actually loves the sport, who cares
Yes.
about the sport, it's like I see, like, my baby dying, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the good golden era days, man. Those dudes, if it was a Lumpini Championship fight, it was going to be on,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah.
And then a month later, it's someone else, you know? Like, they're, like,
Yeah.
just fighting each other constantly
Yeah.
for these titles.
So I have a bunch of old VCDs, and I just bought something to, like, convert them, and I'm going to try to put them on my YouTube. I mean, I've been saying that for a while. I used to have stacks of VCR tapes, but I don't know how to convert those. I throw them away. Like, just
YouTube it.
Lumpini from here, Lumpini from this day. Because when I lived in LA, we would go to Thai Town and, hey, could you have a Lumpini from yesterday? They go, yeah, here. I just take a
Wow.
VCR tape, right?
Wow.
I was going to convert them and put them on YouTube so we could watch like old school golden era cool shit. But it's tough, dude. So your plan is to win these titles, and you're gonna do it. Don't say it's your plan. Say you're gonna do it. And then you have a plan for after that.
After I do that, so after I get those, my seminar prices are going up.
Yeah.
Right. My name, the price of my brand name is going up.
Right.
Within that time, I should be starting my own gym. There's one thing I want to do.
Where do you want to open this gym
I
at?
want to open it up back home. Yeah.
Columbus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Columbus, Central Ohio area.
Okay.
Open up a gym and kind of really just serve my community. Of course, I'm gonna make money from it, but yeah, to give back, you know, to pour into my young men in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll see. I'll start a couple businesses in Thailand, some small things just to, make some income. Hopefully by then my house is pretty much paid off and I can buy a condo or something I want to rent out, for tourists and stuff. Just a bunch of small things.
All right. So how much is a house in Thailand?
My house
Average. Not your house. It doesn't matter. You don't have to tell everybody that. But how much is an average house in Thailand?
I mean, if Google might tell you a different answer, but for me, I'd probably say let's say 2.5 mil for a simple house.
Right. But how much is that in
2.5 million
English?
would be $70K American.
70 grand.
Yeah.
Okay, for a nice house.
It would be nice if
Yeah.
it's not in Phuket. If it's in Phuket,
It's gonna be high.
Yeah, turn of the mill.
Yeah.
But in Chiang Mai or in a province that you've probably never been to,
Right.
you're gonna have a nice house.
Okay. But as an American or somebody from a different country, you cannot own land in Thailand.
No. So I've been told that your business can own land. The name, if you open up a company or something.
But that company has to be a Thai company.
51% Thai owned.
Okay.
So
how do you trust somebody enough to own? I mean, besides your wife,
yeah.
to own 51% of your business.
How do you trust somebody enough? So you're gonna have to build that relationship, man. Are you looking at the camera?
With a Thai person, I mean, it could be. It doesn't matter about a Thai person. It could be anybody. I don't fucking trust anybody enough to own 51% of my business.
Yeah, I mean, you don't also if you really want to be safe, you don't have to trust them as much as just make sure you have your own private lawyer, a Thai guy. Just pay your own Thai lawyer to make sure you're safe in all your business.
All right.
I mean, I'm not the guy to ask for
Well, I'm just
business
shooting.
advice, but
I'm shooting stuff at you,
if
dude.
that was me, I mean, I have some people that I really trust. But if you don't, just have a lawyer. Have a separate lawyer that takes care of you.
Yeah, and that's smart too. As long as you have it on paper, if there's any arguments or anything, you say, let's just go to the paper and let's read it, and this is bottom line.
Absolutely.
And that's it.
Signed by both parties.
But you can own a condo if you don't live there, right?
If you're not a citizen, right?
If you're not a
for
citizen.
sure, you can buy a condo because the land is owned by the condo company.
Right. And you can pay for the condo, and that's yours.
Yep.
See?
And you can get some. I was looking on Facebook Marketplace at some condos in Phuket, and I was seeing some for like 700,000 baht, less than $1 million. I mean, if you want a brand new nice condo, probably gonna be 1.5. You know.
Okay.
1.5. I don't know how much that is, but 600,000 baht is like 20K.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get one.
Now that's like it's been used before, like but it's renovated. The one I was looking at, it's renovated. Yeah.
All right, I'm down, dude. I'm down. I'm down. Let's go. I mean, the hard part, though, as we were talking about earlier, was getting visas to stay there for long periods of time, you know? And it's cheaper to live there, but you also have to make money in order to live there. So.
Absolutely. Because money goes fast. Even though things are cheap, that's actually what like works, you know? Mentally, you're like, oh, everything's cheap, so you spend a bit more money, and it adds up.
And then all of a sudden, your money's going away, and I'm getting nervous, right? Yeah, I know. All right, so how long are you here now?
In the U.S.?
In the U.S.
I sent my passport in. I had to get a new passport.
Yeah.
So they say it takes 3 to 4 weeks. I'll probably be here for another 5 weeks.
All right. You got seminars lined up?
Yes, sir. I'm doing a gauntlet right now. Tomorrow, I go to Kansas City or close to Kansas City.
No, Rico, right?
Yeah, with
Rico,
Steele.
that's my dude.
I'm excited, man.
He's a cool cat.
We've always kept in contact, and he said, "Oh, we need to have you out for a seminar for a couple years now." So I'm excited to finally go and spend some time with him.
It'll be a good seminar, you guys. Get it. Well, I just did one in my gym. It was good.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a bunch, man. Bunch lined up.
So first Kansas City, and then where?
And then I'm going to Stockton, California, with my really good friend Isaac Chavez. He
can you tell him to teach me the Stockton slap, bro?
Oh, he can teach you. Yeah, he's Stockton born and raised, baby.
Hell yeah. Dude, you know, the Diaz brothers, when I was training all these MMA guys, they're like the nicest guys, dude. Yeah. They're super nice, dude. I think they're these people that have to be mad at the guy they're fighting. So like, fuck you, you know what I mean? But like I'm walking in a casino at a UFC and there's a crowd of people, and Nick just moves people out of the way. Hey, what's up, Beecher? I'm like, dude, all these people are here to talk to you. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I had to say what's up. Like, they're nice guys in real life, you know? It's just I think they have to be mad at the guy they're fighting. Matt Brown's that dude too. Try to make him mad, because when he fights mad, he knocks people out. Really? So I make him mad in the dressing room.
I can't get mad. I can't get emotional in the fight. Nah. Everything will become crappy if I'm emotional.
You have to fight smart.
Yeah, I'm just like, everything's just happening in the fight, you know? I'm chilling, like classical music playing, and I'm just working.
I would get domed if I had to be nervous. If I wasn't nervous, I'm get domed, dude.
Actually, one thing I do focus on in my fights is I focus on my opponent's eyes.
Okay.
Because like I like to watch how the eyes start. The eyes start with so much fire, you know, and like confidence and resolve, and then to slowly see it throughout the rounds change to like a worry, and like yeah, and then eventually throughout the fight, their eyes begin to quit. You know, it's the first thing that goes. And then when we're in the clinch and I need them, I can hear them like, ugh, or like little things
dude,
like that.
If you hear somebody in the clinch, you're like,
that's so nice. Yeah, man. It comes from it came from my wrestling times, because like I wasn't a technical wrestler, but I was always athletic.
Right.
So I would just shoot, take them down, and I sucked on top, so I'd let him back up, and so now it'd be 2-1. Right, and I would
because you let him up, so it's a point.
So he gets a point.
Okay.
And so I had to keep taking these dudes down to like extend this gap.
Okay.
And to watch their eyes slowly just go to like, you know, like forget everything. This guy's gonna win. It's just so satisfying. It's the most satisfying thing in combat sports. Like,
so let me ask you this. I'll tell you a story too. But has anyone ever tricked you with their eyes?
Probably.
Yeah. Probably. You don't remember though, so probably not.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really remember a specific time, but there were times that I looked in guys' eyes and like hoping they're broken, and there was just no change. And I was like, this fight's gonna suck. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. But I have these things that I do where you look down. You know, I'm a leg kicker, right? American, right? Anyway, kick the leg, look down, kick the leg, look down. Kick him in the head, right?
I saw a reel of this. It's like jab, leg kick, jab, head kick. And it's like Kanye West, and he's like, I got you. I got you.
Dude, I show my kids this stuff, and one of my kids, dude, just looked down, and I fell for it. Whole thing, and that kick came up. I mean, I leaned back, but the toes still hit me, and I was like, and he just looked at me and was like, "You fell for your own shit, bro." Ah, damn it.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
Yeah, that's fun though, man. All right, so you like Texas?
I love Texas.
Yeah.
I knew I was gonna love it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because you like guns, right?
I like guns.
Yeah.
The outdoors.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You like the heat too, obviously live in Thailand.
Yeah, I like the heat.
Yeah. We didn't get to go shooting though, we had to leave. I have a bunch of guns. If you guys watch the Instagram story,
Green
you showed
tips
me
on
some
the
stuff. That's Texas, dude.
Yeah.
There's this meme of is this what Texas looks like? And it has like a bunch of eggs and a bunch of bacon and some guns right here. And when us Texans look at it, I'm like, yeah, that's what breakfast looks like. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, dude?
Just a normal day.
All right, dude. So I ask these questions at the end, or it doesn't have to be the end. We just talk shit, and then I ask these questions, and they're all interesting. I think people want to know it. But the first question is, what's your favorite move of all Muay Thai moves? What's your favorite move?
Okay, so my favorite move is something I actually made up.
You made it up?
I made it up. So me and one of my really good friends in Thailand, Noeli-sun, he's really good, and we had to clinch together a lot. And we got to this point where we know what each other's gonna do.
Right.
You know, we clinch together hours every day. And so I was just getting tired of like, bro, this dude has an answer for every question I have, you know? And so I had his arms trapped, and I was just like, but what if I just did this? And buckled my knees on his legs, and it makes him fall forward a bit, and I back up and pull his head down.
Okay, but show me. Let's go through it.
I gotta show you this. This is funny.
All right. Jalill Barnes' favorite move, right here.
All right, so let's start from inside control. Here. My favorite thing to do in the clinch is to trap the arms under my armpit. So I take this arm here, I take this arm here, right? I'll spin around and see where I'm at. Now from here, I know where both of his legs are here, and I'm just going to pop my knees in to pull the head down. This is my favorite thing to do from here. Pop, ooh. Pop, ooh.
Son of a...
Yeah. It's funny. I like it. It's funny.
I'm on my feet wide, of course, right?
Yep. So I have his arms locked, right? First, I need to pop, and then here, I pop the legs, pop out, pull down. I'm just popping my legs. Pop, just like this. Pop, no need to knee, both at the same time. Pop, and then pull the head.
Come on, one more time, dude.
Okay, so inside control.
So they get you maybe under him.
Yeah, maybe they get a body lock, and then first I need to break the body lock. Coming here, holding out, pop. Once I feel it pop, I find his legs. I want to be close to the legs already. Ideally touching the legs. And then I'm going to pop my knees. Pop, pull, pull the head. Very quick. Pop, pull, knee.
Okay, you were down right there. That was cool. That was fucking cool. Dude.
I love that.
Okay. So I never saw that before. And I would not have seen that coming.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I want my knees out around you like that because I'm around your waist, right?
Yeah.
And I want to suck you in. And I had you right where I wanted you. And then
I have you right where I was.
Yeah. So you made that move up, right?
Yeah, I made it up. And so now at my gym, some people will try it. And every time they do it, they say, "Bullet kill style."
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you guys, that's your move now, but you got to give them credit for it.
Yeah, every time you do it successfully, you say "Bullet kill style." If you don't do it successfully, don't credit me.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's cool, dude.
Yeah,
that's a really cool
I like
move.
that
I'm gonna
one.
try it.
Yeah, when you told me my favorite move, I'm like, bro, what? I have no idea. And then I thought,
There's lots of favorite moves, but you're the one that you like the most, and one that you made up. I got a move I made up too. I showed it to Dorian. He loved it. So I'll show it to you before you go. Okay, now here's a good one. What's your least favorite move? What do you hate? Hate that people throw. Not that it domes you or not that it gets you every time. What do you hate? What move do you hate?
It would probably be now just because it's super basic and I don't know. I've never done it in a fight, and it's gonna be jab, cross, hook, leg kick.
Oh, that's like every first day thing.
Yeah.
Like that. Like, but no, that's not what I mean though. Okay, I
hate because it gets me.
No. Do you hate that, like jab, cross, hook, leg kick is like a normal first day show everybody this. I mean something that's like, don't fucking do that. Mine's easy. Superman punch. Don't. You fucking Superman punch me. We're fighting. That's it. Don't do stupid ass shit. You know, I mean, that's me. What move do you hate?
Okay, so I see the Americans do this all the time.
Yeah,
I
let's
die
go.
from
Let's
secondhand embarrassment because I'm American. You know, I'm like, I'm not American today.
All right.
It's when I see Americans, usually in Thailand, they get the body kick on their arm, and they respond with like a 3-punch or 4-punch combo.
Right.
And they do it like it's good. They do it with
Right.
confidence, like it's good, but it's
To a body kick.
Yeah, to a body kick. They just see the kick coming. They don't even try to check it. You know, they just brace, take it, and then throw like a punch combo. I hate this. It's ugly to me, and it just shows that you don't really have an understanding of Muay Thai yet. If you think this is the best choice to do for the body kick.
Classic Muay Thai though.
Yeah. Classic
It's
Muay
not.
Thai.
That's not a block. That's getting kicked.
Yeah.
Like taking it in the arms is getting kicked. But let me preface that. Look, if I can block it with my leg, and I don't call it check. I'm old. I call it a block. The block is with your leg. You block it, then yeah. But let's say I didn't have time to block it. I'm gonna try to block it with my arms. I'm gonna take the kick, and then I'm gonna punch. Right. But you're talking about people that do that on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Dutch style.
Yeah. Even like say I can't check the kick.
Yeah.
If I get kicked, I'm gonna kick immediately.
Right.
Then it's gonna be even. Because if I risk, I mean, I'm not really a puncher. If I risk throwing these punches and none of them land, it's worse than if he would have kicked me and I did nothing at all. If we're talking 5-round Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Right? So I get kicked and I just respond immediately with the kick and we can even things out.
All right. Nice.
Yeah.
As a scoring, a way to score.
Yes.
Like I was telling my fighters this morning, if you notice what he's doing, you'll remember, is he's winning the exchanges. So no matter what happens, he's winning that exchange. And at the end, who's going to win this round? He's going to win that round, right?
Yeah.
And then at the end of the fight, who's going to win the fight? The guy that's winning the exchanges, right?
Yep.
All right. What about everything scores exactly the same?
It's just stupid, man.
I mean,
think
dude,
if
if
doing this now too.
but dude, look. All right, here I'm gonna throw this at you. If you get hit with a jab, pop, or I hit you with a fucking body kick that moves your whole body, like a Samkor body kick. I can't kick like that. Oh, let's say I could. All right, like a Samkor body kick, and it moved you like this far, and sweat. Poop that.
Yeah, sweat.
It's the same as a jab?
Yeah, it's
No
way.
Nah, it's like, who would you rather be? Would you rather be the guy
The
that...
person who landed the jab or the person who landed the kick?
Yeah, you know what I mean? I mean, it's still a fight, dude. Who would you rather be? Yeah, that's my outlook, too. All right, so in Muay Thai, not only in Muay Thai, in your life, what would you like to accomplish, dude?
In Muay Thai or in my life, what would I like to
Let's start with Muay Thai. In Muay Thai right now, what is your goal? What do you want to accomplish?
I would like to be a multiple-time stadium champion. So
Okay.
whether it's Omnoy, Thailand champion, Omnoy, Raja, all three, whatever.
Okay.
This is an accolades that I would like to have, and then over 100 fights is another accolade. Because when I started, all these guys had triple digits fights, you know, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Hey, what if one day I could have it?" And now
Yeah.
I'm seeing,
You can.
I can have it,
You
right?
can.
So I want it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Muay Thai has always been about just like just satisfying those goals of mine, if that makes sense. I don't know, since I started.
Do you have a plan to get those?
I mean, the 100 fights is just
Not the 100 fights. You can do that. You live in Thailand. You're going to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, to get those championships.
Yeah. So my goal from the start has been get in with a promoter, right? Get to a good gym that has a good promoter.
Mm-hmm.
Get in with that promoter, and then you have to work your way up.
Right.
Like, so I've been like these past 2.5 years, I've been fighting at Raja, working my way up to this point to where they're like, okay, let's have this guy fight for a title, right? I mean, I was supposed to fight for an Omnoy title 4 fights ago. The head trainer
Right.
said,
What happened?
the head trainer said, if you win this fight, I'm gonna have you fight for a title next
Okay.
fight. And then he didn't. Next fight, no title. Next fight, no title. 4 times.
Are they dangling it in front of you?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I think it's that, or it's just, I'm not sure, man. A lack of competition, but that can't be the case because you got Joe Schmoes fighting for titles now. So I'm not sure what's the holdup. You know?
All right.
Like my last fight, actually, they're gonna have me fight for the Omnoy title, but they're like, we can't find an opponent, and I told them, just give me anybody.
What about the champion? Who's the champion
No,
now?
it's vacant.
Oh, it's
Omnoy,
vacant.
The Omnoy is vacant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's number 1 contender?
I'm not sure.
And
then
who's
they
number
found
2?
some
You?
guy-
What number are you?
I don't know for Omnoy. I don't even know if Omnoy has rankings.
Oh, they don't?
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, they had some guy and they're like, oh, he can't do the weight. Oh, this guy's not good enough. I'm like, bro, give me the dude. I don't care. Just let me smash some guy for
Yeah.
the title, and then I'll defend it against a formidable opponent.
Yeah, but then what's going to happen is people are going to say, I want that title, and good guys, and then you're going to get fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
But they're like, oh, we
let's do
can't
it.
find anyone. He's not good enough. Okay, we'll just have you. Fight. I think sometimes I think it's like they don't want a foreigner to fight for the title. But sometimes,
Could be.
honestly, I think it's the Thai doesn't want to fight the foreigner and lose.
That's true, too. That's true,
Because
too.
A Thai boy, say you're a Thai boy at a gym,
Yeah.
and they're like, hey, you're going to fight Boy Kiao for this title.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, it's a lose-lose. If you win, you beat a foreigner
You
for
beat
a
a
stadium title.
a
But if
Falang. You beat a
lose,
Falang.
You lose to a Falang for
Yeah.
a title, you're a piece of crap, you know?
Yeah, but then, yeah, maybe you're right. But it's still like foreigners are getting better, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, foreigners that go and stay in Thailand, they're getting better, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there hasn't been many that's won like big Lumpini titles, not many at all. But we're getting better, dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's thanks to, like, the generation above me, the guys who went to Thailand, and then they were able to come back and bring that experience for
Yeah.
us, you know, instill
Yeah.
that in us because, like, your generation,
Yeah.
who the heck taught you guys, right?
Yeah.
It
Dude,
was
we
like-
went out there and they threw us to the dogs.
Yeah.
We didn't like get like, oh, build up fights.
Mm-hmm.
Here, you're fighting that dude, and like, fuck, you don't
40
have a
fights better than-
choice.
Yeah.
You don't have a choice. You just that's your fighting. Yeah.
So we're getting better. I think in the next couple of years, hopefully, American Muay Thai is much stronger. That's one of
Yeah.
the things that's why I put so much into my seminars, actually. Because I actually want American Muay Thai to get better. I'm not just teaching
Yeah.
combos and cool stuff for woos and wahs.
Yeah.
I want people to understand the inner workings of Muay Thai, the infrastructure of why are people scoring like this? What are we thinking, right? The wins and whys. So hopefully we get better, man.
Yeah, it's hard though. The hardest part about us is we have all these laws and shit like that. It's almost impossible to get a promoter license here. And Jonathan Harris, Texas Muay Thai Championship, great guy. It took him 2 years, and he's in really good with the Texas Commission. And it took him 2 years to get a promoter license. And then when he throws shows, sometimes he barely makes any money, you know, or doesn't make money. And it's like, it takes all this work for nothing, and it's hard, you know. It's hard, dude. And just because you love the sport, you know.
Yep.
But we try. All right. So, what do you hate about this business that you're in?
What do I hate about Muay Thai? So I used to hate. I'll start with something I used to hate.
Yeah.
I used to hate that gambling was a part of Muay Thai,
Yeah.
especially when I first started to fight in the stadiums, and I didn't understand why. I was like, just let the judges judge,
Yeah.
you know, and then we can fight for real. And then I had a fight against Nampong Noi Sorsomai. He's from Sorsomai's gym, the
Okay.
promoter's gym, and so all the gamblers gambled on him, and I beat him.
All right.
And so the couple of gamblers who did gamble on me won a lot of money, and they gave me
They gave you a cut of it.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Cup.
30,000, 40,000, 30,000. So I got 120,000 baht
Ah,
from
shit.
the gamblers.
Oh,
Yeah, my
shit.
purse is like 30,000 baht. 120 from the gamblers.
Ah.
Yeah, and I was
nice.
like, okay. And at that point, I was also starting to learn the game, learn about the game, how to how to fight according to the game.
Okay, explain it. I mean,
God.
short.
Yeah. So
Condense it down a little bit, as much as possible.
okay, so let's condense this down. So let's say I'm fighting you, right? And
All
the
right.
gamblers are gambling on you before the fight starts. They're saying, okay,
Right.
Mark's much better than this guy. Bokiel's not really gonna win. It's like 3-1 starting off.
Okay.
Right? 3 for you, 1 for me. So starting off, you don't really need to do much because you're already up.
Okay.
You're already up, right? So round 1, round 2, you're not gonna be doing much, right? Maybe just some leg kicks and throwing a couple hard things every now and then to keep me honest. You know?
Okay.
Me, I'm gonna be trying to hurt you. I'm not gonna go crazy now, but I'm gonna be trying to work on something. Maybe your lead leg, your body, right? That way I can really get ahead on you on these later rounds. And then round 3 starts, I gotta go, right? I gotta go because I'm down, right? So this works in your favor because I'm the person who has to go. I'm opening myself up more than you are, right? You can stay and wait for me to come.
And wait for the opening.
Yeah, and
clip
throw
you.
things.
Okay.
No, you can't just run away or back up, right? It's gonna be a fight. But I'm the one who's gotta change these, who's gotta win these transactions and change it in my favor,
Right.
right? So that's pretty much how the game works. And let's say by the round 4, now I'm up 4-2, all right, 2-1, right? I'm up. Going into round 5, I might fight you for the first 30 seconds, 1 minute.
Yeah, but you're already up, so
Yeah.
you don't have to.
But I'm already up. So now you're the one who's coming to me, and I'm able to just hold you off. And then for the rest of the fight, I'm moving. I'm protecting my points, right?
Right.
And the more I'm protecting my points, you have to come forward because you're down.
Right.
You have to come forward. You have to make mistakes.
Yeah.
Right? So the fight can run away from you very easily like this. And so
So you hated that.
I hated
And I understand this because I've seen it throughout from the golden era till now start happening. But you just said that you used to hate that part of it, but now not so much. Why?
Now
Why?
I understand. So why is because the gamblers are why we can fight. Why we can still fight 5 rounds. Right?
Why do you say that?
Because you can't a fighter who's cutting 50-50 with a gym can't live off of 15,000 baht, man.
Yeah, I know.
Especially when you have a kid, if you have a kid or a woman or something, no way.
Yeah.
Right? The gamblers are the reason why we eat. Really.
Yeah.
Man, if we're being honest. And so I started to love it. However, it is harder for a foreigner because say I kick you, it's 2-1 in your favor. It's 2-1 in your favor, right? And you kick me.
Mm-hmm.
It might become 3-1. But say it's 2-1 in your favor and I kick you, it might not change because the gamblers might not have trust that the foreigner knows what he's doing, have trust that he's actually winning the fight, right? For the odds to change, people need to start gambling differently.
Right,
They're
right,
playing
right.
with their money. All these gamblers, they don't have normal jobs. This is their job, right?
Uh-huh.
So they're also, in it like for real. And so as a foreigner, if a Thai person makes one mistake, maybe no problem in the fight,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
problem. But a foreigner, if you make one mistake, freaking slip on the mat or something, they might be like, this foreigner's done.
I no good.
Yeah,
no
yeah,
good,
yeah,
no
yeah.
good.
Okay, I'm gonna gamble on red, And so even for me, even my gamblers who gamble on me every fight, who trust me every fight, I've done mistakes later in round 3 or in round 4, and they started to gamble on the other guy, and then I ended up winning, and they lost all their money. And they were like,
shit.
even though I won, they were like,
yeah.
I'm not giving you anything because you didn't fight well. When really, they gambled on the other guy and they made no money.
Yeah, they tell you that, but
Yeah, but I know eventually,
they
tell me.
switched. You went against me. That's what you
Yeah,
did.
that's why. That's your fault, bro. Like,
Yeah, but that's a big part of the game in Thailand too, and I don't know if you know this or not, but gambling's not legal in Thailand.
yeah, it's when you go into the stadiums, there's a sign always that says "Ham Len Panan," which means like gambling is forbidden.
They even the cops are in there. You see them. Nobody cares there. Yeah, it's not legal, but they do it anyway. Oh, that's fucking crazy. All right, so the next question is this: what in life do you love?
What in life do I love?
Yeah.
I love a lot of things, man.
And I know, look, sometimes I preface this one with this. Besides your family, you're supposed to love your family. It's your family too, Like, what's something in life that you love?
Yeah. Something in life I love. I love God. I think that's got to be the first thing.
Right.
For me. I love, like, if you see, I post on my story a lot. I love to go to church. I love to pray over my gym mates before they fight.
Okay.
Right? I love my relationship with God. I read my Bible a lot, and just prayer.
Okay.
Being close to God. I love this. This is when I was a kid. So when I was a kid, I used to watch the old Chinese kung fu movies, with like the terribly dubbed English.
Yeah.
Hey,
I watched them too all the time.
I grew up on these.
Yeah.
And so ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be that Shaolin monk who trained martial arts, had this like strong sense of spirituality and just beat up bad guys. That was my whole goal I wanted in life, right? And so now I'm like, oh, damn. I live in Asia.
Yeah.
I train all day, and I get to just focus on my relationship with God. I'm pretty much the monk that I wanted from the movies,
So what do you think about, since you're in Thailand, there's a lot of Muslim and a lot of Buddhist, and you're talking about a Christian God. Mm-hmm. And what do you think about that?
So Thailand is 95% Buddhist.
Yeah.
I think it's maybe 3 to 4% Muslim,
yeah.
and then less than 1% Christian.
Yeah.
And so when I first started Muay Thai, I wasn't Christian. I've been Christian for like 3 years now.
No, what?
Yeah. And
Wait. You just talked about you love God and all this stuff, and you've only been Christian 3 years?
Yep. Yeah.
Really? I thought since you're from America, it's either there's a white and a red. Mm-hmm. It's either you're Christian or you're the devil, boy. Yeah. That's it, which is not in my eyes, but most people. No?
No. So I grew up in the church, right? My mom was Christian. She had us go to church all the time.
Yeah.
But I was never taught about God in the church. It was just, sure, I was taught that Jesus loves me, blah, blah, blah. But I never read the Bible. I never knew who God was, right?
Okay.
And so growing up, I always had a spirituality. Sure, I prayed, but I dabbled in everything. I read books about Buddhism. I read books about Confucianism, right? I studied all these things. And as I became a Muay Thai fighter, I got even closer with Buddhism, right? Because Muay Thai and Buddhism are intertwined, right? Yeah. And so I had my Mongkon. I took my Mongkon to the temple in Isan to get blessed, right? And then, okay, this is going to be a story. You ready? And so 3 years ago, right? 3 years ago, I went to sleep in my bed. Boom. I went to sleep like this. And when I woke up, I was in a different room. But I was still in a bed. I was in a different room. And I laid it, and when I looked up from the bed, I saw this little girl standing in the doorway. And I could tell by her eyes they were yellow and her face was white. I knew it wasn't a girl. I knew it was something inside the girl. And I could see that she wanted to kill me. She wanted me dead so bad, right? And I was so scared that I didn't want to move. I didn't want to breathe because I felt like she was going to kill me. But I remembered as a kid, my mom used to say, Jalill, if you're ever in any danger, if you're afraid, just call on the name of Jesus and he will help you. And so I'm looking at this girl and I'm just thinking, I don't even want to speak. I'm just thinking in my head, Jesus Christ, Jesus, 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 save me. And then I woke up from the dream. And I woke up and I immediately put it in my notes. I have it in my notes.
Oh, you write it down?
I put it in, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because it was so clear. It was like, I know when I'm dreaming and then I know when this is something different.
Yeah.
This was something different, right? And then so the next night we went to training normal. The next night I went to sleep and the same thing happened. I woke up in this bed in a different place. And now there were two.
What was it the same place from the night before?
It wasn't the same room, but it was the same time. Like time moved different. I don't know how to explain this.
Okay.
I could tell by the blinds on the window, they were moving at a different time speed. And so that's the best way I can explain it. Now there were two figures and they were closer to my bed. And it was the same thing. I could physically feel they wanted to kill me.
Okay, what did you think those things are? There was one the night before that was a
little girl.
Female.
Yes.
And there's two tonight.
And they're black like figures.
What'd you think? Demons.
Oh, they were just looking at me, and I thought it was demons, like these spirits, something evil. It had to be evil.
Okay.
And then I woke up the next day and I was like exhausted. Just like I didn't sleep at all.
Yeah.
And it was COVID time in Phuket. We had to run. We had to train. So I'm doing the run with the gym with my all my gym mates, and I'm so tired. And I'm in my head, I say, "Oh, I'm so tired." And this voice in my head says, "Yeah, you're tired, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And the voice is like, "Oh, just jump in front of this truck, and you won't have to be tired
What
anymore."
the fuck?
Yeah, bro.
No.
I cannot.
Have you ever thought anything like that before?
No. Okay, so when I was a kid, I had like depression. And,
I mean, we grew up in America. Everybody does. But have you ever like just thought, man, I'll just jump in front of this truck?
No, never. And this is when. So when this happened, it was a big construction truck coming too. And so when that happened, I was like, okay, something's going on, because I would never think that alone, by myself. Something's going on. And then the next night, I was afraid, man. So I just put the Bible on my TV before I went to bed. And Matt Lucas was in town. Matt Lucas was like, hey, I'm in town. I'm gonna come see you, but I'm at dinner right now.
Okay.
Right? And so I just said, okay, bro, just come to my house. Let me know when you're on your way.
Yeah.
And I was chilling in bed, had the Bible playing because I'm freaked out.
Yeah.
And I heard a knock on my door. And I thought it was Matt Lucas. I'm like, come in. Nothing.
Nobody comes in.
Nothing. And I'm comfortable in my bed. I didn't want to get up. And it's right by my door. So I just yelled one more time, come in. And when I yelled the second time, something jumped on my face, bro. Something jumped on my face. And it started screaming really loud and scratching my face and my arms. And I could feel it.
Wait. What the fuck was it? Come on.
Bro, I don't know. So, and it was like 10 seconds. I couldn't even think. It was so loud. I couldn't even think like, Jesus save me, Jesus. I just had to wait there. And the scratches kept going. And then like maybe 10 seconds later, it stopped. And I like checked my arms because I could feel their nails, how long the nails were scratching in my skin. And so I got up and I was like, bro, F this. And I FaceTimed my mom,
So that was a dream that you were waiting on Matt Lucas to show up and you fell asleep.
Yes.
And then that dream happened and something jumped on your face.
Yeah.
What the? You sure somebody didn't spike your shit with mushrooms for the last couple of nights?
Spike
man?
what?
I mean, spike your food
Okay,
with
the dream gets
drugs.
a little crazier.
Okay, go. I want to hear the rest of this. Come on, let's go.
And so that was like the last straw. I was like, okay, I need to talk to somebody, because this is going crazy. And so I called my mom. And I'm like, bro, I'm like at my wit's end. I call my mom and I tell her everything that's happening. And she's like, oh, Jalill, every time I see you with your mongkon, I get this terrible feeling, My mom is like a Christian, crazy Christian.
My mother was going to be a nun.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so our moms
I get you. Okay, go.
So she just told me, Jalill, every time I see you with your mongkon, I get this terrible feeling,
Okay.
And at that time, my mongkon, I always hang it on my headboard of my bed.
Right.
It just hangs there.
Right.
And so when she told me that, I grabbed my mongkon and I threw it outside.
Okay.
I threw it outside and then I came back in. I didn't shut my door. And then my mom started praying over my room, over the phone, FaceTime. I'm in Thailand. Okay. She's in Ohio.
Right.
And so she starts praying over my room. In the name of Jesus, I cast out any unclean spirits in this house, And as she's praying, I'm just looking at my room, and I see the darkness, like up in the corner, it's darker than right here, right? The darkness starts to leave out my bedroom door that I didn't close. Do you see what I'm saying?
How the... Bro,
it's things you can't explain, right? Things that...
No, you can't explain it.
And so as she's praying, I'm seeing the darkness that was once there. I didn't know it was like animate, It was just darkness, and it started to leave out of my door that was open. And so my mom just kept praying. And then eventually, when she stopped, I closed my door, and then I went to sleep that night like a baby.
Wow.
And the next morning, I woke up, I downloaded the Bible app, and I said, okay, I'm going to learn about who this Jesus guy is.
All right.
And that day was 3 years ago.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a deep story, dude.
Yeah.
That is a deep story.
And I think for a lot of people, they're probably going to be like me. You're not going to really believe in something until something like that happens to you. That you just, like I said, can't explain. I can't explain it.
Yeah, I mean, look, I studied, that's my dog. Yeah. I've studied all Judaism, Christianity, Catholicism, Buddhism, and came up with what I thought made the most sense. And to me, it doesn't make sense. Christianity doesn't make sense. But what I do think that is, if it helps you become a better person, it's great. And that story is, if I saw something like that, then I mean, maybe, yeah, I would,
Yeah. And it's like, it wasn't like the next day I was a Christian. It was like I want to know
and know more about it.
Yeah, I want to know what has the power to like pretty much save me from the last 4 or 5 days of just. Yeah.
And I believe a lot of this is, and some of the Buddha would teach this too. Is a lot of this is it's in your head, dude. God, Jesus, everything. It's you. You are. And you made that go away, and your mother helped you because she's part of you, you know. But if it makes you a better person, I'm glad for you, dude. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, but what I mean is, like you're over there and you're Christian and you're praying for people. How do they take that? There are a lot of Buddhists who are also Christian. You know that, though, right?
Yeah, so Buddhists believe
Okay.
that it's not necessarily like a religion. Like you can be Buddhist and also follow like a different religion.
Right.
Because the teachings aren't like you need to follow like this only. type thing for
Absolutely,
Buddhism.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So people don't mind when you're over there and you're like, I pray for my brothers in my gym and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've prayed for Muslims. I've prayed for many different
Yeah,
types
and they're all
Yeah.
open about it.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
awesome.
some people aren't, you know, like
Yeah.
you know, you're gonna have some Muslims who are,
Of course.
brother, no.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, like Thailand's 95% Buddhist, but I would say like 20% of them are like practice. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Most of them are Buddhist because their parents were.
Well, it's the same with America
With a
and
lot of
Christianity.
Christians, yes, exactly.
Yeah, I'm Christian. Why? Because it's right.
Yeah.
And then you go
Because-
out and do the worst shit ever during the week, and you go to fucking church on the weekend. That's what I don't like.
Yeah, not living not walking what
Absolutely.
you talk. Yeah.
But for me, and not 100% of it, but mostly Buddhism made the most sense to me. What are you looking for in life? And happiness. That's what everybody's looking for, no matter what. You're looking for happiness. That's it. And just little things made the most sense to me. You know, and that's it.
Like when I was studying Buddhism,
Yeah.
one thing I wanted to know like what happens after
Yeah.
this, right? And
That's
I got
what
to the
everyone
point of,
wants to
like,
know, but nobody knows.
Nobody can.
You're
Right?
never gonna
because
know.
we're still here.
Yeah.
And like with Buddhism, it was like, okay, life is suffering.
Yeah.
It was a little gothic when I studied deeper and deeper,
It
like
is.
looking for answers. It was like, listen, bro, life is suffering, right? And you just have to learn how to suffer through it and flow with the suffering. And I was like, I understand that, but man, I had more answers.
I mean, like, you don't want to say that, but it's fucking true. Life is suffering, dude.
It is.
I have a broken spine, and I'm in pain right now as we're talking. But life is suffering, you know. But they're saying there is a cessation to the suffering too, you know, if you follow the path, right?
Eightfold path.
Right. But you can still be Christians. I don't want to get off on religion, but anyways, I'm glad that helps you out in life and it makes you happy. And I wish I could see the darkness escape the room too. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool, man. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Like, and I'm glad for you. That's awesome. You know, that's cool. All right, now let's get somewhere. I don't know if Christians will like this one, but anyways, what in life do you hate?
What in life do I hate? In this life, what do I hate? I would say I hate. I don't know. It sounds kind of vague, but like evil. I feel like sometimes
Evil.
I see pure evils.
Like
evil
what?
with no. You can do something bad on accident or bad
Yeah.
unintentionally, right? But like in an intentional evil deed, I really. I
Give
try
me
to-
give me an example.
I try to understand this. I'm only thinking of like political examples.
Yeah, well, there's millions of those, dude.
I mean, these things happen all days, but like some murders, you know?
Yeah.
Or like, I mean, I don't really want to talk about it too much, but for instance, someone I know, let's say that,
Yeah.
someone I know was killed recently,
Okay.
right? And it's like the situation really had nothing to do with him at all. And the person who killed him, they like, we kind of talked about this earlier, shot him
Right.
and then came back and shot him more.
Uh,
If that makes sense. Things like this, where this person isn't even. It's hard things like this.
that's
for me
too
to try
vague,
to-
dude. That's too vague. Come on.
It's too vague.
That's too
I feel
vague.
like that was a little too specific.
What I
Because the
mean,
people who
for
know
people
me-
that know,
Yeah,
but for
they know.
for the average person who don't know, it's kind of vague.
Okay, I will. Okay, let's.
You don't have to talk about that
Let's use this
situation
then.
if it's
I
still
hate-
going on too either. So.
I hate. Oh, this will be good. I
Alright.
hate the message of mainstream hip hop and rap.
Yeah?
I think
What do you think that message is?
the message is have sex with women,
Yeah.
get money, sell drugs. This is cool,
Yeah.
right? Be gangster. Being gangster is better than
Yeah.
being smart. Things
Yeah.
like this. It's perpetuating this and keeping a lot of black people,
Yeah.
specifically, in this terrible
In that
cycle.
gangster mindset.
Yeah, bro, and like
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, people close to me are still in it, and it's
Yeah, for sure.
I hate that. I hate that I stopped listening to hip hop and like rap music, and it's changed. Even you understand vibrations,
Yeah,
right?
for
in
sure.
music, you play bass too. Music is vibrations, right?
Yeah.
And so in Christianity, Lucifer or Satan, he was an angel before, and he
Yeah.
was the angel of music.
Yeah.
Right? He played the most beautiful music for the Lord. And so for me it makes a lot of sense that evil likes to use music to I don't want to say control, but to influence. Let's use that.
Right.
To influence people. And hip hop, a lot of mainstream hip hop is influencing people in a terrible way.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I mean, I train the one of my friends. He bodyguards for Wiz Khalifa and Snoop Dogg and them, and they're like the nicest cats in the world. Like they didn't talk ghetto or nothing. They spoke very eloquently, super nice. You know
this
what I
is
mean?
another thing that I hate.
Huh?
Sorry for cutting you off.
No, go ahead.
So these hip hop rappers, they start off making this music, right? About
Yeah.
their lifestyle, selling
Yeah.
drugs, all this crazy stuff. And then they get rich, and the first thing they do is they move out of the hood. They move out of the ghetto.
Yeah,
Because it sucks.
because they don't want to get killed, bro.
And then they continue to make that music. Yeah. Because
But that's how we made our money. So we got to continue
and so
to
they
make it,
keep
right?
these people here doing this through their music, and I just
All right, that
not
makes
saying
sense.
Snoop Dogg and them are doing that, but it
No,
just
no, no.
brought it to my
I
mind.
know. Yeah.
It'd be like me. I don't know, man. It'd be
Well,
like me.
I still listen to it in the gym, dude. Sorry.
No.
But yeah, I understand where you're coming from. You think that it makes it perpetuates that being a cool lifestyle, getting shot at and shit, and it's not.
It's not
It's
cool.
not, dude. I used to live in L.A.
Yeah.
My phone number is from Inglewood, bro.
Inglewood.
That's my phone number.
That's the worst.
So yeah, I understand. All right. So let me ask you this: what's your favorite saying?
My favorite saying?
Yeah.
My favorite saying. Oh, dang.
Yeah.
It takes me time to think about these things.
Yeah.
My favorite saying.
Like, look, if your friends from here or Thailand or wherever were around and like, this motherfucker, he always says this. He always says that, dude. What would your favorite saying be?
I don't know. This is stupid, but
That's all right. Go
Thai
ahead.
people always love to say "up to you,"
Up to you.
Like where you want to eat, up to you.
Okay.
And whenever anyone says something like this, I get happy because it's my choice. I say "up to me." It's like, what are we gonna do? I say,
That's very Thai.
up
very
to me, okay, up to
Up
me.
to me.
Like we're gonna do what I want to do.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah, I like to say that.
Yeah, that's very Thai. Like a lot of things, Americans would be like, "Oh, dude, don't act like that. You're a man, you know."
Yeah, yeah.
But Thai style, I was talking to him earlier. The trainer puts his hand on your leg, and you're like, "Wait, what's happening here?"
Yeah, man.
They're just friends, dude.
Yeah.
Just friends. That's just
They're very affectionate, like physically affectionate.
Normal.
It's weird. Once Thai people are close, they're very physically affectionate.
Yeah.
But before that,
yeah.
you don't touch people ever.
No.
You don't shake hands. You
No.
don't hug. You say bye
No.
bye and you say hello.
You why? We don't shake hands. Yeah.
But once you guys hit like a friend level, especially guy and guy,
Yeah.
it's like dude will come and sit between your legs or like you'll come and sit between someone's legs who's older than you, or you'll go and give an older guy a massage, something like that. It's perfectly normal.
Like trainers, like that. You're gonna get close with your trainer because you're gonna clinch him and knee him and elbow and all this, right? Yeah. Man, that's cool. Up to me.
Up to me.
Don't let my girl see this show, bro. She's gonna be like, up to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit. Okay, so if you weren't doing what you're doing now, living in Thailand, and what profession would you do?
Special forces military.
What?
Yeah, for sure. That was my.
That's what you wanted to do?
Yeah.
How come you didn't?
fell in love with martial arts.
Yeah.
Right when I was talking with the recruiter,
Yeah.
and like I remember one question.
Oh, you spoke to a recruiter
Oh,
about it too?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And I was like, and I just was like, man, but I really love martial arts, you know. And he was like, oh, you can do more. We have our own like martial arts thing in the military. And I was like, but I always wanted to live overseas. I always wanted to move to Asia. I didn't know where I was gonna be, and then I was like, I can't move if I do that. And sometimes I daydream about, man, what if I did? Because I really want to, you know.
Right.
Yeah. So that's where I would be for sure.
But it takes a lot. The dude was trying to talk you into joining. He talks you into joining, and you think you're going to special forces. They make you a grunt.
Yeah, you're gonna
and
be
that's
a grunt,
all you're gonna be.
You gotta work your way or figure it out.
And let's say you never made it. You're just a grunt your whole life. That's
I'm
it.
sure I would have. I'm sure I would have been not a grunt. I'm better than
Good outlet.
I'm better than
Good
98%
outlet.
of those guys. You know?
All right, we're gonna have to go shoot my Creed more. We're gonna see how good you are real quick. All right, these are all good answers. Very enlightening, dude. Very enlightening. Okay, so what profession would you never do?
Never? Oh, I don't want to say never, but this is like the most daunting profession would be in like
That's what I'm looking for.
selling something that I don't even like. This would be I could. No way, I couldn't do it. I don't even teach in seminars stuff that I don't do.
Yeah,
because I would just feel like a fraud. Now imagine me trying to sell you something that I don't even like. Like some people sell, you know, some people are great at sales and they can sell stuff that they don't give, you know, they don't care about at all.
Right.
No
It's all
way.
about the sale.
Yeah, no way. I couldn't.
I'll give you an example. I had a friend who lived in Nevada, and he worked at this company that made these guns, and it shot 300 grenades a minute.
What? Grenades?
So, but the grenades were C4. So it was little things of C4 that was grenades, right? 300 a minute. And I had this huge house in Vegas, right? He said, this gun could blow up your whole house in less than a minute. And I was like, dude, how do you live with yourself? And he goes, what do you mean? I'm like, they're not using that to hunt.
Yeah.
They're using that to kill people, dude.
Yeah.
So how do you live with yourself? So that kind of something like that. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah. I
You know,
could sell guns.
you
Because I
could
love
sell-
guns. I'm so,
Right.
Yeah, for sure. I'm like, yeah.
But I mean, something like that.
Yeah, something that.
That's different, dude.
Yeah, that's heavy.
You're selling something specifically made just to kill people. There's no other reason for that to be made.
Yeah.
So you couldn't do something like that.
Nah, man. They just weigh on my soul. I don't want that blood on my hands.
Yeah, me neither, dude.
Only blood I want on my hands is the blood that I take myself from my opponent. Yeah. Secondhand blood is not it.
Yeah, but this is a competition, dude, and that's how you win. I try to tell people that, you know, don't like feel bad. I cracked that dude's dome open with an elbow. That's how I win, and it's a competition. I'm not angry at him. That's how I want to win. That's how I can win, and that's what I'm going to try to do.
Absolutely, and I think it's a warrior's respect. Like someone asked me, well, how as a Christian do you like justify yourself fighting and beating up other people? And I'm like, it would be hard to justify me going in there and not doing my absolute best.
Yeah.
Because that is a disrespect to him as well. We're both trying to become the best fighter we can be, and you're only going to get that by getting tested, right? So I'm going to test him as best as I can, and he's going to test me as best as he can. So it's a warrior's respect.
And it's just a competition, dude. It's a competition. We're competing.
Yeah.
And this is how I win.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, so one more, last one, and it's a deep one, okay? At the end of your life, when it's all said and done, how would you like for people to remember you?
Yeah. So I would like for my family for their faith in God to be strengthened, to think about, man, Uncle Jalill, damn, Grandpa Jalill was just a strong man of God, you know, like and a masculine man of God as well, because I think a big problem with Christianity today is they try to feminize it, and you know, it's only like God is love and peace.
How are they feminizing Christianity?
So
Answer that.
Yeah. So many ways that I've kind of seen. So they only tell this part of God because they don't want to offend people. They don't want to say that homosexuality.
Oh, that's the problem with this whole fucking world nowadays. Look, let me go off on a rant real quick.
Go, hit it.
The problem with the world nowadays is people think with feelings
Amen,
instead
bro.
of facts. But this made me feel bad. Who gives a fuck? I feel bad, but it's true.
Yeah.
But it makes me feel bad. It doesn't matter. Your feelings don't mean shit. Facts. You know what happens when you're feeling hurt or hurt? Nothing. Nothing happens. Go fucking cry. Okay, sorry.
Boom, boom, boom,
Wah,
boom,
wah,
boom,
wah.
boom. Play the national anthem.
Dude, it's like that's the problem with the world. You're thinking with your feelings. Don't think with your feelings. Look at facts. This makes me feel like shit, but it's true and it'll work. All right, let's do it.
Absolutely.
Okay, anyways. Rant over. Go ahead.
No, but it's
Keep going.
just so I'm going to say exactly what you said from the Christian standpoint, right?
Okay.
So churches don't want to offend people. They want to bring people into the church, so they only tell this portion of who God is. Yes, God is love and God is peace, right? And he says, "Come as you are," right? But that doesn't mean God does not also hate sin, right? And there's many sins. Murder is a sin. Homosexuality is a sin, right? So there's many sins that God hates, and we also need to preach this as well. We can't just preach only love and peace, right? And so then men see this soft version of Christianity, say people who aren't Christians yet, not believers, and they say, I don't really want anything to do with that, right? And so a main reason why I go to church is because I want people there to see a man, a masculine man, a fighter, who loves God. And it's like, oh, okay, so I can love shooting guns and love Muay Thai and still be a Christian.
Of course,
Absolutely.
of course,
right?
Of course.
But before I was Christian, I had no idea. I was like, I don't really want to be a soft, like me, quiet dude, this pipsqueak who has to tuck in his shirt, and I don't want to be that type of guy. But that's not that. I was never showed the full picture of who God was.
Oh.
Yeah. So at the end of my life, I want people to see a man, right? A man who was confident, bold in his faith, not afraid to speak and say things like you. You're not afraid to talk your talk, right? I want them to see that Jalill was that same way with the word of God, with what God preaches, what God teaches. That's what I want them to see. I don't care if they remember any fights. The fights are for me when I'm 60 and I can sit down and watch my fights.
They're for me too, because I like to watch them.
Yeah. Yeah, but for other people, I want them to say, okay, yeah, that is a man of God. He strengthens. Because of him, I'm stronger as a Christian.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good, dude. I like all that. Okay, so where can people get in contact with you?
Yeah, so you can contact me. First off, subscribe to my YouTube, Jalill Barnes. You feel me? I'm trying to monetize that. So the more subscribers, the better. Go ahead and just watch the videos. Just press play and go do your
and
chores.
Just press repeat on those things for all of us.
I'm trying to make money from YouTube. You can hit me up on there, send messages. Instagram, Buakiao_Muay Thai. That's BUAKIEO.
Or you can search for Jalill Barnes too. It'll come up.
If you look up Jalill,
for sure.
I'll come up. Facebook, Jalill Barnes. Where else? My phone number when I'm in Thailand, 0622363027.
And then what if they went to Thailand? How would we go train with you?
Oh, I'm at Phuket Fight Club all the time. My house is like right around the corner. If you're ever in Thailand, just message me. Hey, Jalill, you told me to hit you up when I'm in Thailand. I'll come hang out with you.
That's cool. You got a website yet?
Not yet. I have the URL, but I haven't really been doing much to build it.
Yeah. Are you gonna do something with it?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. What's the URL that you bought?
Green Lotus Boxing.
Green Lotus Boxing.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah. My coach from Ohio actually helped me get the trademark, the copyright or the trademark, whatever it is, for Green Lotus Boxing.
Oh, nice. All right. Cool.
I have it.
Well, if you guys can ever have Jalill out while he's in town for a seminar, he'll teach you cool stuff. I asked him specific. I want this and I want this. Mm-hmm. And he did this and showed me his game and enhanced some of the games that I already have too. So if you guys want to have Jalill out, hit him up. It's cool.
Hit me up.
Yeah. And I appreciate you coming out.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. All right. Yeah, see? I just like to learn about people and what they really do in real life,